Hey TPT sellers, are your sales going up or down? This is my TPT dashboard showing how much money I've made so far in October compared to October of last year. The percentage change tells me if my sales are up or down. Now look over here. This is a Google Sheet with my top 10 products. I can see green and red. So right away, I know which products are doing well and which ones are hurting. Hi, my name is Mike Fuchigami, and I'm the host of the SEOTpreneur YouTube community. This video is for TPT sellers with at least 15 months of sales data. That's because we'll be comparing our sales data from this year to last year, and we're going to go back a couple of months. Today, we're going to be talking about three things. First, we'll check earnings this month against the same month last year and break it down by product so you can see exactly what's really going on. Second, we'll look at the top 10 products that sold well this month last year and find the underperformers to fix. Finally, we'll check to see how things are going week by week to see if what we're doing in our store is working. Make sure to watch to the end for a bonus. I'll show you an easy way to track the changes you make to your products so you can do more of what works. The year-over-year tool is free right now until Sunday. The link is in the video description. If you missed the freebie, make sure to hit subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next one. If you want to know how your store is doing on the new TPT dashboard, click on previous period by date and then hit apply. This video is being recorded on Tuesday, October 21st, 2025, and there's a glitch. TPT shows us earnings so far this month, but it's comparing it to the entire month last year. So we're comparing apples to oranges, and the percentage change won't automatically show up unless we're comparing similar time periods. No problem. Change the date range to the last 30 days. Click Save, and then hit Apply. You can now see how your store is doing compared to last year. Now, manually select the dates from the start of the month to today, and click Save, and then click Apply, and TPT will now show you your percentage difference from last year. Most people stop here. We look at how our store is doing compared to last year because it's easy to see on the dashboard. Well, it used to be a lot easier, but you know what I mean. That year-over-year store performance percentage is a good benchmark to know how your store is doing, but it often leads to wishful thinking about how to make that number better. If we want to get serious about improving performance, then we need to look at the underlying products that make up that number. We need to work on the one or two listings that move this percentage the most. Get a copy of the year-over-year tool if you haven't already. The link is in the video description, and inside that product PDF, there's a detailed tutorial that explains exactly how to set things up. I've already uploaded my sales data, so now I'm going to focus on the analysis part. Open the Google Sheet. It should start on the Start Here tab. Check out the yellow settings. We want to make sure that we're looking at the top 10 products. In the drop-down menu, make sure to choose this year. Now, click year-over-year months at the bottom, and boom, here's a list of our top 10 products that are selling well this month. The list is sorted so that your best performers are at the top. Sure, you might have hundreds or thousands of products in your store, but we don't have time to fix everything right away. Let's focus on the products that are moving the needle the most right now. We're looking for patterns. We want to figure out what's working in our store so that we can apply those specific lessons to other products. Dark green in the year-over-year change column represents large percentage growth. Fluorescent green means the product sold this year, but it didn't sell at all last year. Red means things are getting worse, and white means no change from last year. Find your top 3 dark green products. These are the products that are doing better than last year. But having a high year-over-year percentage alone doesn't mean much if the actual amount of money earned is small. Look at the column beside percentage growth. It shows the amount of money made or lost compared to last year. Dark yellow means you made a lot more money than last year, and dark gray means you made a lot less money. Find your top 3 dark yellow products. These are the products that are driving your sales engine today. For now, let's focus on the positive. It's okay if you're like me and your store was doing well, but now it's not. What were we doing 2 months ago that was working so well? What did we stop doing? Look through your notes to see what your product looked like 2 months ago. Maybe a certain title or product cover was working better back then. I know what you're thinking. Mike, I don't make notes about what I changed in my store. No problem. Keep watching to the end. I have a bonus that might help. Bottom line is look at the products that are dark yellow. Why are they bringing in so much extra money now compared to last year? And now some of you are saying, well, Mike, it's a seasonal product. It sells well at this time of year. I hear you, but this Google Sheet shows us how sales are doing compared to last year. And if those products are dark green or dark yellow, then they're doing disproportionately well compared to their performance last year. And the question is why? Why are they doing so much better? What's different? We're looking at the winners and we're trying to figure out why they're winning. Are you sending out emails to those products? Did you publish new products that upsell to those bundles? Did you update the covers and previews? Did you do some keyword research and change the titles? Maybe you participated in a hashtag sale. Now, let's find out what's dragging down our store. Go back to start here. Switch the drop-down menu to last year. Now, click on year over year month again. The list changes because we're now showing the top 10 products for this month last year. These products used to be the engine behind our sales. Are they still making you money? If they slip now, your total earnings drop. And we want to find the underperformers that are leaking the most money so that we can stop the leak. There can be a lot of red, and that can be scary. It's like having a million paper cuts. Those little stings add up. But for now, let's focus on the big losses first. Find the top 3 dark gray products. These are the listings that are costing the most money compared to last year. Click the link beside each title to confirm the exact product. Some of us have very similar titles, so clicking the link can help us make sure that we're looking at what we think we're looking at. Have a close look at the product. Does the cover need fixing? Do you need a better preview? Do you have any seasonal pain points in your product description that don't apply right now anymore? Maybe you dropped in rank because you're stuck in the TPT toilet bowl effect. Your rank on TPT depends on recent sales. The TPT snowball effect is when you make sales, so then your products rise, and then you get seen more, so then you make more sales, and the snowball builds. The toilet bowl effect is the opposite. You start to lose sales, so then your ranking drops a little, which means you get seen less, so you get fewer sales, so your ranking drops a little bit more, and then you're spinning down the toilet. Compare your underperforming products with your overperforming resources. What's the difference? If you have any other data tools, now would be a good time to do a deep dive into those products that are losing you money. For example, I have the self-serve data tool. If I look up my reading bundle, I can see that the system is suggesting that I need to work on my preview. That's the weakest link in this product. But wait, I really like this preview. Sure, but what can I do to help communicate the value in this resource a little bit more? Maybe it would help if I had a page for each reading strategy. And if I look at my SEL curriculum, which was overperforming last month, I can see in the preview, I actually list different things that are included. So maybe I need to do that in my reading strategy resource as well. Let's stop the biggest leaks first. Fix the few resources that cost us the most dollars, and we can always come back to the smaller items later. Okay. So how do we know if what we're doing is working? How can we tell if a fix we made a few weeks ago actually worked? The year-over-year weeks view can help us answer this question. Click year-over-year weeks, find a product that you changed, and read the 4 columns. This week so far, last week, 2 weeks ago, and 3 weeks ago. When the system compares this year to last year, it's lining up the days by weekdays. So it's matching Sunday to Sunday, Monday to Monday, and that helps keep the comparison fair. Now we have to view these numbers with a grain of salt. The problem with looking at this time scale is that there might be a holiday or event one year during a specific week and not the next year, and that can really skew the numbers. For example, Easter might be in March one year and then April the next. So keep that in mind. But let's see if we can find any patterns going from week to week. We're looking for red, lighter red, and then green. That's what we want to see. Make sure to check the dollar column as well. It might be a small percentage change, but if it's one of your big earning products, there might be some significant money coming in. If the last 2 weeks aren't better than the week before the change, you might consider making a different fix. Keep it simple, one change at a time, and then give it a full week or 2, and then check again. Now, some of us are doing product creation as our strategy to make money on TPT, as opposed to product optimization. Awesome. If that's the case, click on Start Here and change the drop-down menu to Entire Store. Then go back and click either year-over-year month or year-over-year week, depending on how frequently you publish. I'm going to click year-over-year month, and now what I see are the last 10 products that I published and how they're doing. Now, these products didn't exist last year. So if they sell at all, you'll see a fluorescent green not applicable. That's a good sign. You want to be creating products that sell. The next question is to look for dark yellow. That represents the new products that have made the most money. What patterns can you find? What kind of product is selling well? And why do you think that is? Should you make more of that product or switch to a different product line? What's working and what's not? At the beginning of the video, I promised a bonus that would help us keep track of the changes we make. We make small changes all of the time, and then we forget what we changed. Sales go up and down, and we're not really sure why. So that's why it's important to keep track of what we change. I personally use a Google Sheet and a Google Form tracking system so I can keep track of what I do to my products. You can grab it for free from my store. It's TPT Seller Tip number 5, and the link is in the video description. The problem is, even if you have this tool, most of us won't use it. It's too much work. So I'm working on something even easier to help. It's a little Chrome extension that you install, and it magically keeps track of every product change that you make so that you don't have to keep detailed notes. When I edit a product, a little purple widget pops up in the bottom right corner. I work on my TPT product like normal. If I want to leave a little note about what I changed, I can, but I don't have to. And then I save my product, and nothing seems to have happened. But that little widget took a snapshot of my product before and after I made my change so it can figure out what's different. And now, if I go back to the product edit screen, I can open up a side panel that shows me all of my recent edits. For example, here's the change that I just made. And I can see on October 7th, 2025, I changed my product description back to an older version from last year. If I want to see the actual changes, I can just click for more information. It even highlights the words so I can see what's different. Notes are a hassle, but if we don't track what we change, it's harder to know what's working and what's not. Right now, this Chrome extension is not available to the public yet. I'm only letting a small number of TPT sellers in the pro community try it out. One person already left a 5-star review. This automatically keeps track and organizes your changes and updates the products, so you can actually go back and see if your change helped or not. I had a spreadsheet that I tried to record all of my product changes on and the dates I did it. The spreadsheet turned into such a chaotic mess, I had to stop using it. So happy that this extension can finally keep me organized. Cool, right? If you're thinking about joining the pro community, now's the time. You get a free 30-minute consult with me to chat about your store data. You get early bird access to my tools like this Chrome extension, and you get a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if we chat and you don't walk away with new insights about your store, you can get a full refund. Make sure to grab the year-over-year Google Sheet tool. It's free until Sunday. If you missed the freebie, make sure to join the email list so you don't miss out on the next free tool. Next time you feel excited that your store is doing better than last year, it's a chance to dig into the data and see which products are driving that growth. And then we do more of what works. If sales are dropping, check out the product year-over-year performance. Which products are underperforming? And then we wonder, what can we do to fix those specific products? If you need help, just let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.